Hello, I'm Michael Ormond, writer at GimmeDigital.com, and welcome to our first video series. So GimmeGameplay will feature walkthrough of the newest games, retro favourites, and whatever else you guys want us to play. So first up, we're going to play Beyond Two Souls, the latest title from Quantic Dream for the PlayStation 3. So for those that don't know, Beyond tells the story of Jodie, a young girl intrinsically linked to a mysterious spirit. So let's start things off.
I was born with a strange gift. The ability to see what no human being has ever seen before. It's all mixed up in my head. The images, the sounds, the smell. I need to remember. Put things in order right up to this moment. Remember who I am. If I had to say how it all began, I might just as well start here.
I found you by the side of the road, in the middle of nowhere. Was there an accident? Did someone try to hurt you?
Okay, so a little bit of a personal background to where I'm coming from with this game. The first Quantic Dream game I ever played was Fahrenheit. I really enjoyed that game. It was completely different to anything that I had played up to that point. But there were so many memorable scenes in that game. I remember how intense that opening segment was, where you're cleaning up the bathroom after you wake up and there's the murdered body beside you. When the police knock to your apartment and you're cleaning up your clothes and hiding all the evidence of the night before. There was a chase through the apartment or through the office block that I really thought was intense, and it just made me fall in love with the developer and what they were trying to do.
Is that a scar? Is that recent?
Got to stop them. They have no idea what they're up against. Tell them to wait until I get there. Get back to them immediately, you hear me? You've got to stop them. Goddamn fools.
I know. They're coming.
What's going on?
Girl you brought in earlier. Where is she?
So there's a fairly long gap up to 2010 when Heavy Rain was released. But again, I was so excited when this game came out. I went out and purchased it launch day, and I think I played through it in a single sitting. I've still only played it once because I do believe that you should play through that game, take whatever happens to you as what happens, and that is your playthrough. Now, I've obviously since seen the remaining cutscenes just out of interest as what happened, but I think that experience and the fact that I played through the segment and it was how my story developed that really made that game stand out. Really enjoyed it. Obviously the game had its detractors, but I was definitely not one of them.
have you done?
Okay, so that wrapped up the first scene there. Now you could probably tell there was no gameplay in that. It looks to be just setting up the scene and letting you get to know that Jodie does pose a danger to other people, as well as being able to defend herself.
Ah, there you are. How you doing today, Jodie? Good? I hate to bother you when you're playing and all, but, I believe it's time, honey.
So we're pretty much in tutorial mode here now. First scene nearly always sets up how you're going to play. And as usual with a Quantic Dream game, I will always wander around and make sure I interact with everything they've included in the scene. So I picked up the doll. I'll go over here now and I'm going to mess around with this guitar just because that little dot comes up. I do want to progress the story, so we'll see what happens.
All right, Nathan's waiting for us.
Oh, come on. I don't have any more
Hi,
change.
Cole.
Seriously?
Hey, Alan.
It's nearly ready. Was due 2 weeks ago.
Hello, precious. Don't you look pretty today?
Better late than never, I guess.
Here we are.
It's gonna rain this weekend. Got a lot of rain this year.
I suppose that's true.
Hasn't been particularly cold.
Babysitting detail, huh, Cole?
Hey, Jodie. How's your day been so far?
Pretty good.
Okay, we're gonna put this on now. Remember? It's just like a crown. Oh, yeah. Oh, now you're a little princess.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm right next door if you need me, okay?
Hey, Jodie, can you hear me? Okay, let's start. Kathleen is next door, and she has the same cards as you. And we're gonna get her to choose one and see if you can tell us which one she chose. You think you can do that? Good. All right, let's go for it. First card.
My initial impressions controlling the spirit, which will be known as Aiden throughout the game, it seems a little awkward at first. So it's pretty much just like moving a first-person camera through Jello. It's really slow, it's really deliberate, and his interactivity with the scene can be fairly limited at times. Now, in saying that, obviously they can't have you interacting with everything because the amount of variables there would just be unrealistic. but it was a bit disconcerting to start with. I've played a bit more since this, and I've adjusted to how he controls, but at the very start I was worried that it might hamper my enjoyment of the game.
Very good, Jody. Let's try something else. There's some building blocks on the table in the other room. You think you can make them fall over?
So here's that aforementioned interactivity. So pretty much you just hold L1 and pull back the sticks and release them to hit stuff. It's continued throughout the game, and it's a novel way, or it makes it quite easy to know exactly what Aiden can do at all times. It will always be quite signposted with him, so you could say maybe that it's a little too obvious, but I think without that you'd be trying every object way too much. It serves for gameplay purposes.
That's it. I'm sorry, but I'm done.
Okay, Jody, honey, the experiment is over.
The door's locked! I'm
No,
telling
Kathleen,
you
it's not locked. It's probably
Get me
just
out
stuck.
of
Give us a
here!
moment.
Get me out of here now!
Calm down, Kathleen. Go get the door. You have to stop now, Jody. The test is over. You need to stop.
I can't, Mom!
Jody. It's over, Jody.
So just having a little bit of fun there at the end before stopping Aiden. And that'll pretty much wrap up the first episode of Gimme Gameplay. So, as always, comments appreciated, any feedback, critique even, that would be nice. First time doing this, so feedback is always appreciated, and hopefully we'll see you again for the next installment.